We know that this is a big issue, and those of us that know the shore and have lived here many, many years know that we have a cycle of life, and unfortunately sometimes it's not an easy one. It's a roller coaster ride. So we're going to talk a little bit today about a couple of things. One, what's going to happen in the near future here, and then secondly, what we want to look at with the Secretary's leadership and others for the future, the longer term future. Again, as I've said before, we know that we have some real issues and problems, and we've got some beach erosion. And we're going to see some good spots today. If you look over here, you can see where the sand used to be all the way down there. You can see the big cutout, and you can also see the same thing over here in Mr. Secretary. And they've done a lot of work on their own in Ocean City to try to help. The mayor can talk about that in a little bit. The good news in the immediate future, and don't ask me, and the Secretary will be up to you if you want an exact number, but I don't think we have an exact number. We're going to bring money into the district for beach nourishment, for these emergency areas, for the worst areas of the area. And when I say money, I mean significant amounts of money, not $500,000, but it's going to be in the tens of millions. And the Secretary, I'm going to work with him, we work hand in glove together to make sure it's an appropriate sum where we really can get something done and really reach our goals. That's number one. That's what we want to announce. The second thing that I want to make clear, because there is a misunderstanding of where these dollars come from. They come from appropriations, but the majority of the money does not come from the appropriations bill. And in fact, over the last number of years that I've been here in Congress, and we've done a great deal of beach nourishment, you know, and I can refresh your memory, that money came from a variety of sources. Earmarks, supplemental funding, and those are my earmarks, supplemental funding, transportation and infrastructure legislation brought in tens of millions of dollars. We were still using up the last bit of Sandy funding as well. Multiple sources that we had to scrape together in order to continue to make sure we did what we need to do for our Jersey Shore, which is so important to our economy. With that being said, Sandy money has run out. Most of the transportation and infrastructure money has run out. So we've got to look at other sources and other ideas.
We talk, it feels like on a daily basis, about helping solve the beach challenges here in South Jersey, which are not just something that the public enjoys, but also a critical tool to prevent floods more inland. And so he's correct. We've worked hard together over the past few weeks to identify. He talked about how we've had to cobble together resources in the past to make that happen. We're doing it again. And we're going to be delivering relief here to the citizens of South Jersey, the communities here in South Jersey, thanks to the leadership of Jeff Van Drew. He's also correct on another matter, which is that we as a nation have to do better in terms of, we as a government have to do better in terms of how we're delivering infrastructure for the American public, not just here in Jersey, but across the country. For too long, we haven't had the proper incentives aligned within government to deliver the best product at the best price for the American taxpayers. And that's why next Monday, February 23rd, you're going to see us rolling out a brand new plan to reform Army Civil Works in the biggest way we've reformed it since 1986. It's going to deliver more dredging, more flood risk mitigation, more navigation for the country, and it's all going to be called building infrastructure, not paperwork. Our goal here is to get away from endless do loops of government paperwork and get back to doing things like restoring the beaches here in New Jersey. Thanks very much.
There's emergency funding that's available, and that would be coming from there.
That's right. The appropriations made available by Congress.
And these beaches that'll be repaired before...
Let me be even more specific. It will not, this particular piece will not require a piece of legislation to be passed.